So, we are currently in the middle of a 15-hour drive from Nashville to Austin, and it is boring as shit. So we posted online for people to ask us questions, so we can entertain ourselves with a vanity fest here in the Ego Likeness touring van. Mike is in charge of the questions, so he will start us.
Okay, Cheetah Dave wants to know, what is the most unusual animal you've seen in a venue?
We didn't see an animal. We did a show in Germany in an old slaughterhouse. That was pretty awesome. The only other animal I can think of off the top of my head is Voltaire. I don't know.
No.
All right.
I don't think I've ever seen an animal in a venue.
I mean, just the usual roaches and.
That was a dumb question, Dave.
Seriously, Dave.
Okay, Susie Spector wants to know, in a fight between astronauts and cavemen, who would win?
Well, it depends, because if those are those like 2001 cavemen, they've got their whole bone thing going on. But I mean, and is it in space? Because the astronauts are going to be fine because they'll be able to breathe. The cavemen have fire. So there's so many variables to that whole, equation. So.
Okay, let's try something a little more musical. Have you ever lost a melody because you didn't have any way to get it recorded before you lost it forever? This is from Chris Whitman.
Actually,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, all the time. All the time. And it sucks. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a bass line that's been running in my head for the last 3 days, and I really, really need to get it down at some point. But, unlike Donna, I can't actually write notes, so in my head it's just I can kind of picture it in the song, but that's about it. We lose ideas all the time, though. Yeah.
Okay. Paulina Vineyard Harper wants to know, would you like some whiskey at your Austin show?
Yeah.
Okay. Christoph Youngman, what was the last book you read? And I guess you can expand on that by...
We'll expand on it the way we want to expand on it. Thank you.
Just guessing here.
I just finished A Year of Living Biblically by A.J. Jacobs, which was very good.
And what was that other one that you really enjoyed?
The Know-It-All.
No,
The Social Animal.
Yeah.
I forgot the author, but that's a very good one.
I just finished a really good kind of apocalypse book called The Zone, which was actually literature, which was very, very nice, as opposed to just being kind of a straight-up genre thing. I've also been reading the first 2 books in the Passage series, which are kind of like The Stand with vampires. And you may not even be able to hear me over the truck, so...
And right now I'm reading John Dies at the End on Steve's recommendation, enjoying that a lot, and also The Shield's Dark, which has been suggested by a number of people, so I'm trying to get that one read.
Wave to Little Rock.
Hi, Little Rock.
I assume that's Little Rock.
It's buildings off in the distance somewhere.
Okay, Leslie, Mistress of the Dark Sadney, wants to know, how often do you fantasize about killing your bandmates? What is your preferred way of offing them in your mind, and have you ever worried that it might become more than a fantasy? Donna?
Who, me? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe
you're the most
you,
angry of the group, I think.
Very angry.
but you would kill us faster than anybody
I don't
else.
fantasize about killing any of you. I would sometimes like to punch all of you in the face. But that's about it.
We've always had the long-standing question, whenever anybody joins the band, is figure out who gets eaten first if we reckon the mountains. And there's all kinds of variables on that, because, like, Mike would probably be very easy to catch, but he's very thin and doesn't have a lot of meat on his bones.
You can't eat me because I'm the one that has the AAA plus.
Exactly. And
I've got the ARP card.
They will come and tow your ass out of the mountains with an AARP card, Mike.
Mike's sold. So, and the problem is I'm really scrappy. So I think it's probably going to have to be Eric from Cryogen on this tour. Because
Yeah.
Ansley has no meat on her, and Kevin kind of scares me.
Shit.
Uh-oh, we almost missed our exit.
Well, it told me to go that way.
Uh-huh. And that was the end of the tour, right there. All right, one more for this
Okay,
one.
Metropolis Records wants to know,
Oh, no.
what's that smell? And they have a second question. No, seriously, what is that? Maybe I should find another question.
Well, normally it would be Rick, who would be right here, but he's not with us this time. So generally, the smell is sadly all of us. We all reek.
I don't think we smell yet.
No, we don't smell
We've only been to shows.
My laundry bag smells awful.
Does it?
Yeah,
Already? Wow.
I'm filthy.
Yeah.
But by the end of this tour, you'll be able to see the green squiggly cartoon lines following the van down the highway, because
Half a breeze.
well, and then Febreze really is the one saving grace of the touring musician. Oh, I got a text.
One more?
Oh, sure, one more. Okay.
Okay. If you could play with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be?
I'd be dead or alive.
That's what I thought.
So, more questions in a bit.